Hello, I am Nicole, Miss Latina Tampa Ambassador, and I'm here with a great privilege and honor with Miss Cadiz, who worked as an educator in high school and universities. So, hi, Ms. Yvonne. I really have a question. Why is it important for kids in high school or even universities to get education?
Okay, well, that is a broad question because you're asking me about a secondary education, which would be high school and university. So I'm going to start off with high school, okay? In high school, it's very important because this is where you get your basic skills. The skill of comprehension in English, which is so important to learn academics and learn content. Writing skills, as you know, is critical. And then you also have your skills for oral proficiency. So really important that you gain those skills at the high school level. But in addition to these skills, Nicole, that we are talking about, you're also at the high school level learning about culture. We also learn about what we would like to do in the future. So if you decide going to college, you know what it is that we want to study.
What should students do in high school to be successful in their education?
Okay, well, that is a very important question. You know, in addition to studying hard, right, which you have to have a lot of persistence, you have to be organized, all right? But more than that, you know, to have, I want to say, a good high school degree, it's important that you work closely with the teachers and the students in that classroom. You always need a good mentor. And this is one of the things that sometimes the girls don't understand. If they're having difficulties in a class, they kind of give up. No, you have to say to yourself, okay, I'm failing, but I can get up and do better. And to do that, you have to count with a mentor. And a mentor could be one of your teachers, two of your teachers, somebody from the outside, or even someone from your classroom that has good study habits. Study outside of class. And you know, one of the things that we have to understand is if you're learning English as a second language, right? Your first language is Spanish. It's going to take you longer, which means you have to review the material again and again. So persistence and hard work is important. And being around good people. I always say, you know, to students and young girls, don't walk around with a turkey, walk around with an eagle. Somebody who aspires, somebody who wants to be better and who studies hard, because that's going to be the person that you want to be, who's going to be your role model. Okay? So that's what I suggest for students in high school.
So my next question is very important, and I think many should listen. Why do you think it is important to have a university degree in your life?
Okay, well, that is a real important question, and I hope that everybody zeroes in on this. It's important to get a university degree because a university degree is a step up from getting a high school degree. So you learn all these basic skills, but the university is going to bring you to a higher level, which is very important. But I'm going to put it in plain English, real simple to understand. If you graduate with a high school degree, you'll probably make $15 an hour, right? You'll have a job that is not at a level of proficiency, a level of I want to say, of professionalism. If you graduate from the university, you're going to start off with a better salary. You know, your salary could be $50,000 up to $100,000, depending on what you study. But in addition to the salary, you're going to have more of a better opportunity to get other benefits, health benefits, vacation, right? A flexible schedule. We hear of people who don't have a college degree that are working at night shifts, that they start at 11 o'clock at night till 7 in the morning. And I'm not talking about a nurse, because nurses sometimes have those schedules, right? But other people, they don't have that flexibility in a job, and they don't work at a professional level. So having a university degree will give you the confidence. Also, listen, very important, the good self-esteem to be able to apply and go from one job to the next and to a better job. The more you study, the more opportunities you're going to have a better life for your family, for you, for your husband, for your children. So that's very, very important. So I ask all the girls, don't stop at the high school level. You need to go to college, all right? Important.
So my next question goes for students that are not financially, maybe not stable, or just don't have enough to get to a university. What can they do to be able to study?
Okay. Well, that's a very interesting question, because a lot of students think that because their parents don't have the finances that they can't go to college. And that is not true. You know, nowadays there is something that's called the Pell Grant. And I don't know if you've heard of the Pell Grant, but the Pell Grant it's a financial grant that they give universities. If you are 18 years old, all you have to do is fill out what is called the FAFSA. You go into the website and you go into FAFSA. All right, and you put in, if you're 18 years old, you do have to be 18 years old, and you fill out your information. You don't have to write in your parents' information because you're independent. In the United States, at 18, you are independent. So you fill out the FAFSA, and that FAFSA, any university, if you want to go to HCC or USF, whatever university it is, or college, you know, they go into the FAFSA, they look up your name, and they say, all right, Nicole qualifies for 80 to 90% of her studies paid by a federal grant. So everybody has the opportunity to study. So it's very important that you know that. You don't care about the finances of your parents. No, you are independent, and all you have to have is the motivation to go to school.
Now, my next question is, what can a student do if they don't have enough GPA to get to a 4-year university?
Okay, well, you know, if a student doesn't have the grade point average to go to a 4-year college, right, and I had many of those at the university, not a problem. What students can do is they can go to a 2-year college, all right? As we know, we have many 2-year colleges where the students take those 2 years. It gives them the opportunity to do much better in their GPA. And that way they can meet all the requisites that they need to then transfer to a university, to a 4-year university. And why I say a 2-year college? Because what happens in a 2-year college, the professors there connect more with the students. The classes are smaller, all right, and they ensure that the students are understanding. And if you know, Nicole, that a lot of the 2-year colleges have many programs to help the students succeed. You know, especially if you are a second language learner, si eres Latina, right? They can help you succeed by tutoring. You've got counselors who are bilingual, but they help you, and that way they equip you to have the confidence to go into a 4-year college. So that is my, what I motivate students to do. Start in a 2-year college. It's much easier. Not that you don't have to work a little bit hard, right? But it's much easier than going into a 4-year college.
And my last question, but not less important, what message can you give to the young girls who are Latinas?
Okay, well, this is a very, very important question. I hope that everybody is listening carefully and jotting this down. The message that I give you is that you need to be the best. Okay, it's not enough to go to high school and have your basic skills, or even go to the university and have those skills that are necessary. When you go into a position, your first position, You can't be mediocre. You can't be good. You have to be great. And you will be great, because the message that I give to you is one of the things that gives you an advantage is that you are bilingual. Okay, ustedes saben dos idiomas. That is a real big plus in corporate America. All right, so being bilingual. And being bilingual gives us this personality where we can adapt to one culture and we can adapt to the other culture. Actually, bilinguals can adapt to many cultures. So you know what? I give you this message to work hard, gain some confidence. If you have a good education that's going to give you good self-esteem, you're going to be very, very good. But not just good, as I mentioned, you're going to be great. And that's important. And one important thing that I want you to understand is that you're not just a role model, okay, for your basic family. You're going to be a role model for your children, for your husband, but for the community, right? And that's important that we give back to our culture. So I encourage you all to study hard, follow your dreams, choose a profession that you love. I think that's very important. When you choose a profession that you love, it's not a profession. You know, it's not a job. It's something that comes natural to you, that you're going to do with passion. And again, van a ser tan y tan excelente. You're going to be excellent. So thank you for having me today. I'm very excited to be here.
I want to thank her too, because it's been not only a privilege but an honor to be with you. She's a great educator. She's a great human being, and I love the way how she even educates me with such grace. So thank you for the great honor.
Thank you so